friends, I'm going to show you a simple make-ahead game day food that we have enjoyed for years. This is basically a sub sandwich, but in our house we call it big sandwich. And you just take a French bread. I got this at Walmart for like $1.58, and we're just going to slice that down the center. And here's the key. This sub dressing is so good. It's almost like oil with some Italian seasoning, but it just makes the flavor of the sandwich come out. It's so good. So I put that on both the top and the bottom bun. And then we're just going to layer our meat. And I'm going to start with some smoked ham. Now, my son played football in high school, and all his buddies would come over and hang out at our house, and I made this for them so many times. I bet you they probably got sick of it after a while, but after homecoming, after practices, after games, really on the weekends when they hung out, they just had this a lot. And it's funny because I think a few of them thought that I bought this because I'm going to stick it right back in that French bread bag, and so it looks like it came from the store that way. But anyway, this was definitely a staple in our house for many, many years when my son was in high school. And now we still make it for game days because it's fun and it's good. Now I also added bologna because honestly, bologna is a cheaper meat that has a lot of flavor. And it really does taste good in this sandwich. But certainly make it your own. Put your favorite meat and cheese on it. Now the last meat I added on here was some turkey. And now you're thinking, why is she showing us how to make a submarine sandwich? This is like the easiest recipe ever, right? Well, it's because we like this so much. I've made it so many times and I just wanted to share it with you guys. This is a great make-ahead meal, especially for game day. If you wanted to make this before church, so once you get home, you can just pull it right out of the fridge. Or if you want to make it before the game and have it at halftime, it's just such a great, easy recipe. Now I'm going to add some of this sharp cheddar from Sargento. Sargento is such a great Wisconsin company and they do make great products. So this is a perfect choice for this sandwich. Provolone would be great as well. And then I add some shredded lettuce. You can't go wrong with this pre-shredded lettuce from Walmart. I'm sorry, but it's so convenient and easy. I think this bag is like $1.98. So I'm only showing that I made one sub, but all of these ingredients were enough to actually make two. If I had bought another French bread, I could have made two subs exactly the same with the amount of meat and cheese and lettuce and tomato that I had, and I could have made two subs that would feed probably 8 to 10 or maybe more people for about $28. That's a great deal, a great price for that much food, and really these are so much better than buying a pre-made sub. Now I also just added some tomato, some salt and some pepper, and some onions. Now make this your own and put on your favorite toppings. You might want to add some yellow peppers or maybe some jalapeno peppers. I added a little bit more of that sub oil, and then we're going to put the top on, and I'll show you how I slide that right back in to the French bread bag. At this point, you could put it in the fridge for a couple of hours. I would not recommend putting it in the fridge overnight. I think it would get a little bit soggy, but definitely for a few hours. Putting it in this bag just makes it convenient. It keeps its shape. You don't have to worry about trying to wrap it in something else. It'll keep it nice and fresh. And I just added that twist tie back on. Now let's clean up this mess, and I'll show you how we served it. There it is, nice. See, you can see why my son's friends would think I bought it this way. It actually does kind of look like I bought it from the store that way. Anyway, we're going to slice this up. But do you guys remember this dip from the 80s and 90s? We ate this all the time as kids, where you just put some of this onion soup mix and some sour cream. It was just a quick dip I threw together for today's lunch during the game. My husband loves these stacks, so that's what we ate it in. Oh, it was so good. So good. But anyway, let's get back to the sandwich. So we are just going to slice this up, and I will show you what it looks like inside. This is such a great game day food. I love that you can make it ahead. If your kids play football, this will be great for them and their friends. You can add it to a spread of food if you have people over for the big game, or you can make it the focus. Do with it what you want, but I hope you try it, and if you do, let me know if you like it also. Thanks for watching, everyone.